Good morning, Entre Nation. Lyle Burks with the Viking Speaks. All right, welcome back to the 90-day challenge. We have video number 14, Law 12. Work hard, stay humble, and focus on the detail. All right, this one is pretty near and dear to a lesson I learned yesterday. So, those of you who haven't figured it out by now, I am a digital entrepreneur. So, working on building a platform. And a few things that I didn't realize, for example, like this past month, actually the past 2 months, I've had over 400 visitors to my site and not a single subscriber. Now, granted, my Facebook site has done pretty well. I've had about 800 people subscribe, so I was looking to see what's the difference, what's going on. Well, putting in the time and the effort, working hard, realized really didn't give them much of an option to subscribe. There's no cut and dry way for them, and there's no incentive either. So, because, I make my material, but I put my material out there on Facebook as well and everything. So why bother coming to the site if I put everything out there, right? These are things I'm learning as I dive through and dig into my entrepreneurial journey here. So I decided to kind of chuckle and laugh, stay humble. There's going to be a time where it all clicks eventually. And when it does, you're going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Now, this has happened to me many times in fitness, let alone business. But on the fitness side of things, I remember a few times where I was training, completely redeveloped my training, went from a bodybuilding style back in, that was 10 years ago, to I wanted to learn how to do powerlifting. And I had a good friend of mine start coaching and everything and realized I had no idea what I was doing when it came to proper powerlifting form. I'd always lifted like a bodybuilder. So even through football and all those things when I was in high school, it was, it was not proper technique. So went through a few months of training with this guy. He was an incredible coach. Very grateful to have him in my life. And then all of a sudden, because I had to lower all the weight amounts that I was doing and really take a slice of humble pie, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my lifts started just blowing up. So, and ever since then, my strength has been insane. For what I do comparative to other folks, especially the way I train, I'm not the strongest man on the planet. I believe that title goes to the big dogs out there like Eddie Hall, the Mountain Thor, Terry Hollins, stuff, guys like that, Nick West. I'm not in that category, but I'm pretty dang strong. But the point is, the percentage of increase from my lifts, and I'll give you a prime example on my bench press. I was hitting around the, 330, 340 single rep max. When I started training for that, my lift went from, I could single rep max 340 down to, I was back to 275 because my form was just awful. So I had to redesign my form and I had to train myself how to do that properly and use my body in a way that the leverage would be accurate. Well, after about 3 months of training, and I was back up to my original, all of a sudden out of nowhere, that became really easy. And within a couple months after that, I was benching 400. Squat went from 405 to 500. Deadlift went from, 475 felt like I was trying to move the earth to I picked up 600. So, no, I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but I did pretty damn good. And that's going to be the same thing with anything you're doing in life. Business, fitness, a relationship. You work hard, stay humble, and be patient. Wait for it. That one really should be a part of this too. And focus on the detail. You know, with that, I focused on my technique. And when I got my technique down to a science, it just happened. And the same thing is going to go with your business, your relationships, whatever it is you're working on in your life. Focus on that detail. Put effort in. Drive. When it happens, you watch out. You won't be ready for it. So, anyway, that's it for today. Y'all have a wonderful one. Much love, y'all.